I am absolutely mind blown, and I need to tell you guys about this because this is the weirdest thing I think that has happened to me in business. My name is Harrison, I'm the Millennial Entrepreneur. I help small businesses and salespeople grow their businesses, find ideal prospects, and things like that. But in this video, I need to tell you guys about what just happened because I literally cannot get over. I have goosebumps right now because I'm so shocked, and this is not what was a planned video for today or anything like that. I need to share this with you because it just, the weirdest thing just happened. So I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, as you guys have probably seen my older content where I talk all about LinkedIn and obviously how to make sales and things like that. But I got a message on LinkedIn and it was from an older gentleman and he's like, hey, looking to connect and stuff like that. But in his bio, and my dogs are running around, I apologize, but in his bio, it said Lion. I talk about this, and a Lion is a LinkedIn open network, right? Lion, LinkedIn open networker. Seems kind of obvious. And I was like kind of skeptical because Lions just like to reach out to a lot of people, and ultimately, this sounds bad, I don't think that they add all that much value. But I was like, look, seems like a nice enough guy, seems like a personal tailored message. So I said, why not? I will give him the time of day. And he said, hey, grab some time on my calendar, I'd love to talk to you. So my immediate gut reaction was, he's going to try to sell me something. Now, I don't know what he's going to try to sell me, but my immediate gut reaction is he's going to try to sell me something, and I didn't want to buy. I have no interest in buying. I don't think that my business needs anything right now. So just by taking the call, I knew that I was setting myself up for being sold on something. But I said, you know what? Looks like a nice enough guy. He's read my profile. He sent me a custom message, all things that I teach in my online course, right? He followed everything that I teach people to do. So I said, you know what, look, it can't hurt to take a call with him. So this is when it gets really, really weird. So seems like a nice enough guy, older gentleman, I would say 60 to 80, somewhere in there. And it was really cool because he just wanted to have a conversation. He's like, hey, I found your profile. It looks really, really interesting. I think that, we should have a conversation. Sure, okay. So we get on the call. His camera's a little messed up. We have an audio issue, like normal human stuff, not like prim proper, ready to go, in a suit and tie, ready to sell me. So I'm like, this is the weirdest thing, right? So I'm like, wow, this guy just wants to talk to me. He's not looking to sell me, or at least it doesn't feel like he's looking to sell me, right? So we start off with some small talk and what do you do and how you help people and things like that. And, I tell him about my digital marketing agency. I tell him about my online course, all this kind of stuff, right? And then he goes, oh, like, where do you live or where are you from? And I said, oh, I moved from Bayport, Long Island down to North Carolina. He goes, oh, cool. Where in North Carolina? I go, oh, I'm in Huntersville. It's about 20 minutes north of Charlotte. He goes, oh, I know exactly where that is. I live in Huntersville. What? I have not announced that I moved like anywhere. Now, I put a picture on Facebook, but it doesn't say where I moved to. It just says, like, we went to a Christmas town, myself and my girlfriend and our 2 dogs, and there's no other, like, hey, we moved here, or like, this is where our house is set up, right? It's not public, it's literally nowhere online. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing ever. He goes, oh, I live right over here. This dude lives 1 mile away from me, has no idea I live there. I had no idea where he lived. I didn't even look at his profile. I just took the meeting with him, and he lives 1 mile away. Now, this dude was the nicest person ever. I was so geared up. I had my battle shield up, ready to say, no, I don't want to buy or anything like that. The nicest guy ever, and added tremendous value. Who do you want to connect with? I told him I was looking to meet some local people because I came from a large network up on Long Island, and now I'm down here. And he just started pointing me in all these directions and did what I preach on a regular basis, which is add value to people. And it blew my mind. I was so happy. I was so joyous. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this because he just genuinely wanted to help somebody and talk to somebody and have a conversation with somebody. And I was that guy. And I'm not very much in a God or, things like that, but the universe kind of does things in a weird way where it's like, hey, you should do this, or hey, you should take this call. And these situations have happened to me on a numerous amount of other times where I'm either thinking about somebody or talking to somebody about somebody, and that person reaches out to me, whether it's a prospect, another business owner, or a friend, family member, whatever it is. They happen to me all the time. And I'll look at my phone and be like, oh my God, I haven't texted this person forever. And all of a sudden we're talking about this person, and they text me, right? Like the universe works in really, really weird ways. Every time this happens to me, right, a series of really good events follow, which is why I want to share this with you, because I think a lot of business is listening and understanding what is going on and preparing yourself, right? So luck is opportunity and preparedness, right? You add opportunity and preparedness together and you get luck, right? Because if you're not prepared for the opportunity, you can't have luck. And if you're not, if you don't have the opportunity but you're prepared, you can't have luck, right? So it was the weirdest series of like things that could possibly happen to you, right? This guy added tremendous value. Hey, you should talk to this person. Hey, connect with this person on LinkedIn. Hey, do this, do this. And in return, I added a ton of value to him. I taught him about SEO and heading tags and how he can maximize his blog and his outreach. And it was incredible just to have a conversation with somebody where it's not sales, where it's just, I just want to have a conversation. I just want to talk to you. I just want to add value to your business, right? There's no sale. I don't meet his criteria to work with. He knew that I didn't meet his criteria to work with in the beginning. He just wanted to reach out because he saw that I had a good profile. He saw that I had a decent presence online. He watched a video, kind of like this one that I made, and all of a sudden, that's how we connected, and it blows my mind that he just wanted to add value, and all I did was add value to him. I didn't ask for a referral. I said, hey, look, this is who I'm looking to meet. If you happen to know any of those people, by all means. And he said the same. Like, that's a mutual agreement that, hey, I'm willing to help you, right? If I come across that person, I'm willing to help you, and do the same for me. And this translates a lot back into business where, you have to be either ready for the opportunity and you have to be willing to take a call. Even with people you might not think will add a ton of value to you, take the call. What's the worst that happens? You spend a half hour of your day. I understand your time could be better spent, but you're never going to get opportunities like this if you walk around with your guard up all of the time. You have to drop your guard. You have to be willing to take a phone call. You have to be willing to jump on the phone with people. You have to be willing to test some things out and ultimately see what will happen because of that. And that's exactly what we did. We just had a great hour and 15-minute long phone call. We found out we live across a mile away from each other. We can't wait to get lunch after the pandemic's over. Like, all of these different things happened because I was willing to take a quick, an hour-long call. And now, don't get me wrong, an hour is a lot of time. And when I saw it show up on my calendar, I go, oh my God, I just committed to an hour with this guy. And that was the fastest hour of just me enjoying somebody else's company and seeing what they're doing and how they're doing it and how they're building their business online and adapting this whole pandemic thing, and him seeing my business and what we do. And I'm beyond excited to grab some more time on his calendar. And we said, look, we should touch base every month. We're around the corner. I have a lot of experience and friends in the area. I think that I could make a lot of introductions for you. And that's tremendous for me, right? My business grows online, but I don't like being somewhere where I don't really know anybody. And this was, and I was just thinking about it the other day too. And I think when you put things out into the world, they come back to you. And I was thinking, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't really know anybody here. Like, I really want to meet somebody in business locally who can kind of make a lot of introductions for me, who's really just a genuinely honest, good person. And he told me, like, hey, stay away from these people. Like, don't get involved with this group. Like, things like that. It was tremendously impactful. It saved me an hour of my time, saved me dozens and dozens of hours and time, energy, effort, and money in other areas. So take the call, take the opportunity. It didn't cost me any money. It cost me an hour of my time. And I got so much value out of it. It easily made up for all the other hour-long calls I've probably ever had since I started my business that wasted my time or that tried to sell me. Just this one call made it that worth it. And I think that people really need to, open up to things like that and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take a call with this person, or hey, you know what, it can't hurt, right? Chances are pretty good it's only going to help. And this one call, like, literally, I don't want to say changed my life because that would be pretty extreme, but it opened up my mind. I'm so fired up. I'm like beyond excited to dive back into my computer, but I was like, I need to make this video and share with you guys. This video is so rapid fire. I'm literally so fired up, and this is my New Yorker coming out where we talk a mile a minute, but I'm mind blown. I'm like speechless because, like, what are the chances? What are the chances this guy lives a mile away? He's just a really good, genuine guy. Beyond excited. And I walked in with a full suit of armor on, like, this guy's going to try to sell me. I don't want to talk to him and that kind of stuff. And as time went on, I'm like, wow, he really isn't trying to sell me. He just wants to have a conversation with somebody else. We found out we're locals together, and mind blown is really an understatement. I'm beyond excited I took that call. And I just encourage all of you guys, if somebody reaches out or something like that, have a call with them, right? Like, the worst thing that happens is you might waste an hour of your time, and you might have to waste a lot of hours of your time. But every once in a while, you're gonna find a gem like I just did, and it's going to change your life, right? Like, he saved me dozens and dozens and dozens of hours, right? That's an incredible time savings and money savings that I didn't spend or waste on other areas. So I highly recommend, take the suit of armor off. Relax a little bit. Go speak to these other people, right? It's not going to hurt you. And if it's getting too salesy, just say, hey, you know what? This isn't the way the conversation I thought was going to go. Really appreciate your time, but, I'm not interested in your services. I thank you so much, right? Like, there's always a scapegoat, but give people the time of day, because you literally never know what's going to happen. For the bigger business owners that are getting pitched all the time, it's probably way more difficult in your shoes. I'm not there yet, so I can't speak on that, but I do kind of get solicited pretty frequently, and I try to take the calls because I never know what's going to happen. Some calls are great. Some calls I really don't ever want to speak to the person again. But either way, all the calls I've ever been on have just been made up by this one conversation that I've had with this guy. So I hope that you find some value in this video. If you do, hit the like button. If this has happened to you, I really want to hear about it. Please leave a comment down below, because I'm still like dumbfounded that this whole thing happened. It really blows my mind. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I have a bunch of more content coming out. I just need to share this with you because I'm so fired up. I'm so excited. I have goosebumps. There's so many emotions going on right now over a phone call that I literally thought somebody was going to just try to pitch me on. So I hope you guys found value in this. I literally cannot stress it enough. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.